to understand that now we're in January of 2015. And for this month here at The Prophet's Voice, our series is Stop Doing and Start Being. 2015 is our year of being. Who we are is an integral part of kingdom advancement, and who we are is defined not by what we do or what we have done, but what the Word of God has declared about who we are. And I know you're saying, well, Elder Gwen, now what does that mean? Because in James 2:26, it says, for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead. But I want you to understand, doing is defined as an activity, an effort, activities in which a person is engaged. And that's what doing is. In other words, we've been doing a lot of church. We've been doing a lot of ministry. It's like someone gives you a script and tells you that this is the part that you're going to play. Someone gives you a lesson plan and tells you that this is what you're going to teach, or curriculum, and tells you that this is what you need to study. But we have stepped into the year of being, and some of us have discovered that in this season of doing, we've been reading the wrong script. Ever felt like you might have been acting out the wrong part? Well, but we're going to step into a season of being, and being denotes the very nature, the essence, the core of a person. In fact, the word spirit is used in the definition of being. Did you hear me? The word spirit is used in the definition of being. And this probably will be one of my quotes on the website. I'm saying I have to be a person of faith in order to do works of faith. In other words, I have to be it. I can't just do it. So now I know you're saying, now wait a minute, the year of 2015 is the year of being. And then the theme for January at The Prophet's Voice is Stop Doing and Start Being. Well, yes, and it encompasses your who, your what, your where, and your when. In other words, I've got to stop doing and start being excited about my who, which means who I am. I have to be excited about my I am. Also, stop doing and start being is I have to be empowered by my what. In other words, not controlled by my what, my past, not held down by my past, but to be empowered by what my past was. I also have to be about being enthusiastic about my where. In other words, the place on the map that says you are here, my present, I have to be enthusiastic about it. And then I know there's somebody out there like myself. You've got to be elated about your when, which is your future. So it's about being excited about my who, being empowered by my what, being enthusiastic about my where, and being elated about my when. The Prophet's Voice wants you to understand in this series of Stop Doing and Start Being that we want you to recognize the adjectives of your experience don't define who you are. Did you hear me? The adjectives of your experience don't define who you are. In other words, what you have been described in your experience, whether it's an addict, whether it's an adulterer, whether it's a liar, whether it's a fornicator, whatever you want adjective to call this experience doesn't define who you are. That's the beauty of this being excited about who you are when you recognize that whatever your experiences were, they don't define who you are. They're not descriptors or adjectives of who you really are. The other thing that you have to do is realize the adversary really has no say-so in your being. Oh yes, the adversary really has no say-so in your being. You have power over your being and who you are. And then I need to let you know that, remember, God made you. God is not surprised about your process, your experiences, or your journey, and what you go through is not the end of the story. Some of you have heard me say that before, and I keep saying it because I want you to be as free as I am, as understanding that you can embrace. Being is embracing all of who you are and realizing it's not the end of your story. So today we're going to talk about being excited about my who, meaning my me, my I am. Is there anybody out there that's excited about themselves? I know our props are the mirrors. Do you get excited when you look in the mirror at yourself, or are you always trying to find something wrong with who you are? Are you always trying to see that there's something that you feel like, I don't think that's right about me. I need to make this, whether it's external or even internal, but there's some things about you that God made you to be, and He loves you for it. He instilled it in you and wants you to operate in it. I want to go to Genesis 1:26, the A portion. It said, then God said, let us make man in our image according to our likeness. I know we've heard this before, but I need to let you know that this portion of it truly blew my mind when it came to me being excited about my me, who I am. Image means resemblance, and it's a way in which two or more things are alike. Can I free you for a moment? I just really felt like one day I wanted to jump around and shout right here in my house, which I do, simply because I realized being made in His image meant I resembled God. It is a way in which two or more things are alike. So I realized I was a reflection of God's intellect. How about that? I'm a reflection.